Next topic is properties of regression coefficient. Dear children, there are two properties of regression coefficient which we have to study. One is that correlation coefficient R and the regression coefficient B are either both positive or both negative. They cannot have two different signs because we know B is equal to R into Sy upon Sx. Okay, Sy and Sx, that is standard deviation y and standard deviation x, are always positive. Therefore, R or B, R and B should be always of the same sign. Either they must be positive, both, or they both must be negative. That is property number one. Then, as we have seen earlier, regression coefficient is independent of change of origin but not independent of change of scale. Okay, you must be knowing already what is change of origin. Change of origin means change by addition or subtraction. Okay, if you add or subtract a value from the variable, then it is called the change of origin. And change of scale means change by division or multiplication. Okay, so regression coefficient is independent of change of origin but not of scale. Then please remember that the regression line of y on x always passes through the point x bar and y bar. Okay, sometimes fill in the blank question can be asked on this particular point. So please study the properties really well, two properties only, so you can learn them really well. Now, precautions while using regression. What are the precautions you have to keep in mind while using regression? One of the precautions you have to understand is that, as we have seen already, the reliability of the estimate can be verified by the coefficient of determination, R squared. So we should use the estimate only after ascertaining the linearity of regression by the coefficient of determination. So you first find out coefficient determination, and then only we should be ascertaining the estimate, or we should use the estimate. Okay, number two is that it is always important to keep in mind while using regression analysis that the regression relation obtained by the scatter diagram or by the method of least squares should not be used for the values which are very far from the given values of the independent variable. Okay, if independent variable, you know, if it's x, if x is given, we should always use values which are in that particular range. Those values which are very far from the given values of a variable should not be used. Okay, and that is another important point. Sometimes what happens is that if rainfall increases, we know that yield also increases, and on that assumption we will proceed. But if rainfall is in excess of the normal, or too much of rainfall is there, then instead of getting better crops or better yield, you know, the crops may get destroyed, and then our calculations may go wrong. Okay, those are two important points to remember as precautions using regression. These are the theoretical areas which we have to pay attention to in this chapter. Now we are almost at the end of the chapter. Only practical sums are to be done, and you can work out the exercise questions from the different exercises given here, including the multiple choice questions or smaller short answer questions. Okay, these are you have to do, then do the exercise. I will help you if you have any difficulty in any of the questions which are given here in working out them. Okay, and see, no, there are 12 marks to get from this chapter, and try to get all the marks. So I wish each one of you all the very best. Please remember one more thing: we will have uh, the examination, that is the unit test, from the first three chapters in towards the end of this month. The timetable will be given to you. Our exams start on 28th of September, and these are our online exams, so you will have to answer the questions sitting at home after studying all the three chapters. So this week you study this chapter really well, and work out all the exercise questions, and afterwards you can take revision of the three chapters which you have seen. So once again, all the very best to you. uh, and here is a picture just to conclude the chapter, that is of Sir Francis Galton. Okay, in the previous chapter we have seen him as Francis Galton was a psychologist, a sociologist, a statistician, and he had studied what you say, this regression also, and this in this chapter we have earlier seen him. So just have an understanding about this particular statistician. Thank you.